Welcome back to the With Love show. This week is Artist Appreciation Week. On this episode, we're going to check out the homie Jay Reed. He's a rapper, so make sure you download his music and follow him on Instagram at I'm So Jay Reed and check out this interview. Hey, what's up, everybody? Today I have the pleasure of interviewing Jay Reed. So why don't you tell everybody who you are, what you do, just plug yourself.
I'm Jay Reed. It's a pleasure to be here with Kristy. I'll be checking her out a lot, and she'll be doing her thing. So, but I'm Jay Reed, man. I'm a hip hop artist from Inkster, Michigan. I'll be 27 on Tuesday, so that's exciting.
Icy season.
Yeah, there we go.
All right. So now, what current projects are you working on? What you got out right now?
So currently, I'm pushing my radio single "Love Me" from my EP "Pearly's Boy," but I'm working on a joint project with Dr. Darius from WJLB. So it'll be this is actually my first time mentioning it, but it'll be a project where he hosting, and we just put some magic together. So I've been in the studio working on a bunch of different tracks. We kind of just me, him, and D Digital, who was my producer and engineer. We just been throwing stuff against the wall, trying to see what sticks. So we don't got no name, no title. We just creating right now. Yeah, we're just creating. Yeah.
All right. So now I had the pleasure of listening to Pearly's Boy while I was at work. And I'm like, let me just check out some of these tracks. And I end up listening to the entire thing, and I'm like, oh, this is dope. So now, describe to people the motivation behind Pearly's Boy and what it's all about.
Okay. Well. If you look on like the cover was me when I got baptized, and that wasn't like staged. That was like we took the real life picture from when I got baptized, and we made it the cover and I feel like that whole EP was showing a transition. So it was Pearly's Boy. So it was a few things I wanted to do was obviously talk about my grandma, who was Pearly, who was like my motivation, and I wanted to tell where I come from. I feel like I had a lot of fans, but it was just kind of all over the place with little different details. Like if you ask different people about me, they probably tell you different things. So I guess Pearly's Boy was tying it all together, and like I said, telling more so about my childhood, because I just feel like I wanted to, get a starting point where my fans can kind of grow with me from there.
Okay. Now, what's your favorite song off of Pearly's Boy?
Oh man, that's tough.
Cause I like the track with you and your fiance.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, that's dope. But what's your favorite one off of there?
It's tough, but I would have to say probably Biggest Regret.
All right, why is that your favorite one now?
I would say Biggest Regret. Firstly, I love like telling stories, but Biggest Regret was it's a story that's like really dear to me. It was about one of my best friends, and he, I was going to college and he didn't want to go to college. He was selling drugs in high school, and I told him, I said, if I help you get in school, will you go? And he was like, whatever, cool. So long story short, I helped him. I got him accepted to Kentucky State, which I was going to, and it was like last minute, and I had been wanting to get a football scholarship, and I got that scholarship, but it was from a college in Ohio. Okay. And so I told him, I was excited. I'm like, I'm going to Ohio now, but you should still go to Kentucky State,
Did he still want to go?
And no, he didn't. And and I guess I named it Biggest Regret, because I always feel like if I would have just went with my first mind and I feel like I guess be a little bit more unselfish and saying like, I done got him into college and helped him get this far. And it's like, I guess if I'd have just went all the way through with it, I would have helped two people instead of just one,
But you did the right thing. You did
the right thing. It's like, I guess a few ways you could look at it, but I love that song just because I got a chance to tell that story.
Now, on the EP, I know that your family means a lot to you, of course.
Absolutely.
So, what do you really define like the meaning of family for you?
You know what? Family is like, obviously, like you said, my family means a lot. We're a big family. We're really close. I mean, it's a lot of bad, it's a lot of good with any family, bumping heads. But to me, family just means, having people that genuinely support you in whatever it is you're doing. And that's kind of, I feel like I would be remiss by not, dedicating something to them, because, I mean, literally, I could have been a bad rapper, which, some people might, but they would have supported. So, I just feel like, that was me kind of thanking them. They at every show, they pay for tickets, even if I tell them, come early and get in free. They want to buy tickets, they buy the shirts, they buy the CDs, and even if they didn't buy anything, it would still be okay enough for me. But they go over and beyond, and I just feel like that kind of defines family. You know, family is somebody who, you know, they got your back. You know, and I just feel like, you know, as many ways as I can, you know, show that back. I try to.
Now, you said that you're from Inkster, right?
Yep.
So now a lot of people, of course, give Inkster and of course the city of Detroit a bad rep. But now that we're older and we're kind of more involved in the community, what things are you doing, like, just to be involved in the community, whether it's Inkster, Detroit, or to just help kids that's in high school, middle school, trying to get into college? What things are you working on to do that?
Well, what I'm doing currently is working with a few of my friends. We created a nonprofit organization that was titled YES, like Youth Equals Success.
Okay.
And what we did with that was, you know, we had city cleanups, we had a peace rally, we would have people, they would donate things, and you know, we would just have the kids go and take care, revamp the parks, you know, just so they can kind of gain an appreciation. So now, what we wanted to do now, what we're going to do this summer, is kind of like a safe summer thing, where we want to get all the youth involved again. We want to get all the, like you said, the older people our age involved, and just kind of create that community atmosphere. I think that's kind of what is missing. You know, back in the day, everybody was in touch with everybody within the community. You know, you knew all your neighbors. You know, you could go to the court and you wouldn't have to worry about anything. But I feel like we lost that community aspect. So, you know, it's my goal, you know, this summer, man, to get involved. But outside of that, you know, I work Monday through Friday. I'm a program manager for a reading tutor company. So, you know, I work in Central High School, and that's, you know, really engaging and more rewarding than anything. But I try to get involved as much as I can, and more so on the youth side of things, because, you know, a lot of times we can't change where we at, but, you know, if we kind of go back in time and, you know, help the ones that's coming up, then, you know, we can change where we're going.
So since we're on that subject, now I know that there used to be an Inkster High School, but of course there's not one anymore.
It's unfortunate.
Exactly. So how do you feel about, you know, the kids in the city of Inkster not being able to have like that local high school? They have to go to get bused to, you know, different cities.
I think that's so unfair. I think they got the bad end of the stick. I think that's a result of, you know, a bunch of people in higher positions mismanaging money and being greedy, more greedy than anything. But I still feel like, you know, we would do them a disservice by cheating them and not trying to still provide something in the city of Inkster, you know, for the kids. But I thought that was shady, you know, especially, you know, even as an adult and not having, you know, a school to go back to or represent, you know, for the most part. I thought it was real unfair. It is.
But back into some more positive and happy news. So recently you just got engaged, so congratulations. So a lot of us, well, a lot of my followers, we saw, you know, how Tina Knowles was able to, you know, comment on you guys' engagement pictures. The next thing I know, y'all on BET.com with the whole article. I'm like, what? So how does it feel to just be able to lead by example for a representation of what Black love should look like?
It's exciting. It was real exciting, you know, especially since, you know, it was genuine. You know, I mean, her and I, you know, we had a simple, like I tell people, you know, you're like, man, that's the best proposal. I'm like, nothing was special about the proposal. You know, it was just a birthday dinner and I proposed. But I think, you know, the genuineness in it, you know, just, I guess, you know, how sincere the words were, you know, how sincere her emotions was, and you know, that's what made it big. But I think it was, you know, just that whole ambiance. I would be lying if I didn't say, like, her and I was real excited about it. And it was actually crazy because, like, we were like bumping heads when Miss Tina Knowles commented.
Oh
so
my God.
Yeah, she was leaving. She was like, come on, you going with me to my parents' house? I was like, nah, you know, it's Sunday, like I just want to chill, you know. So she was like, come on. I was like, well, you just drive and I'll meet you over there. And so she was upset. And then Tina Knowles commented and I called her like, you ready for me to make your day? And like, she loved Beyonce, so yeah. So when I told her that, she was like, shut up. I'm like, no, she just commented. So she was like, read what she said. And so it was funny. It was real exciting though, the whole thing.
Y'all blew up real quick in 1 week.
That was crazy. It was crazy. But to answer your question, you know, I just love that, you know, that I was, you know, these days it's really hard to get promoted for something positive. So I was so glad that, you know, Black love, that's exactly what it was. It was Black love. And it just shows you the power, you know, that we have, you know, just our culture in general.
Exactly. All right, now tell people what current projects are you working on? What can they look forward to from seeing you this year, 2017?
You all can look forward to definitely another single coming, and to all my my day one fans, you can look forward to Dreams Part 2. I think that's real big. That was like
that's so crazy because I remember the first part. I
know it is. I was like, good, it's 2014.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So Dreams Part 2. That'll be the next thing, that big thing that's dropping. So definitely look forward to that, and it'll be posted on my SoundCloud, and it'll be followed with a video.
All right, now tell people where they can follow you, how they can book you. Plug yourself again.
All right. You can follow me on all my social media outlets. I'm So J Reed. That's IMSOJREED. That's on Instagram. That's on Twitter. That's on YouTube. You can also book me. Booking the number 4jreed@gmail.com. And you can find like my J Reed music page on Facebook, and that's exactly what it is, J Reed's Music. So follow me, show some love. Let me know, where you found me at.